Steven Universe follows Steven Universe. Ugh. You find out that Steven's his mom and his mom is dead, but Steven's not dead. And also, like, all these people are aliens and there's more aliens and there's evil aliens, but they don't matter. Just fucking focus on these damn townies. I heard that this guy opened up a tater tot shop. Steven Universe is a show that could be good if it ditched half of its episodes and characters. Uh-oh, I said something negative about Snowflake Universe, so I am already labeled as something no doubt negative that my feeble mind won't be able to comprehend behind my own self-righteousness. So, I'll get it out of the way. I like Steven Universe. Or, I guess, I want to like Steven Universe. I, alongside many others, have no doubt fallen into this pit of, Christ, I pretty much just have to see this through. Which is why I suffer through the multi-month hiatuses to pick up the scraps that Cartoon Network throws at us. I do realize that the main reason Steven Universe has such a garbage schedule is just because it's on Cartoon Network and it's not Teen Titans Go. In fact, I do believe part of Steven Universe's problems could be fixed if it was either a weekly show or if you're binging it. However, it's not, and I'm not, so unfortunately I'm stuck with this god-awful bomb format. The format where we wait 2 to 6 months and then get 4 episodes in a row or some shit, which is painful just for the overall lack of episodes. And because every fucking trailer for the bombs is all your questions answered, teasing kind of shit, and then it's fucking nothing. Let's look at the recent bomb, which will be the main focus of this video. We got 1 info dump on shit we already know and is clearly false, 2 fillers, and 1 crystal gem development episode. Now, when you factor in we haven't had any new episodes since January, and those ended with a pretty decent reveal, you'd kind of expect, well, more. But that's one of the big faults of Steven Universe. It doesn't know what the hell it is. Clearly, Rebecca just wanted to write a show about Lars and Sadie, but then realized no one would fucking care, so she threw in gem shit. I'm fine with filler episodes. I thought Letters to Lars was cute, but you need to put them in areas where they fit. You need to stop showing threats and then cut to Steven opening a kissing booth only to find out that one of the townies finds it offensive or some shit when there is a literal armada approaching to wipe out the gems. Have filler episodes after the threats have at least been dealt with according to the characters. Lars is fucking stuck in space, and instead of helping him, you show up to read a letter you wrote and shout propaganda at his crew? For fuck's sake, the first episode of The Bomb literally ends with Lars talking about going on a dangerous and thrilling mission filled with excitement and promise. He points onwards and shouts, "To adventure!" And then you have Steven fucking filming a shit band while we focus on Sadie's just as equally pressing issue of, I don't want my mom to be here, but I do. God forbid you use that camera to make a video for Lars from his parents, or a video of Lars for his parents, or just take his fucking parents to see him. But no, we gotta see more of those fucking awkward songs, which pisses me off further because I love Kate, but you have her singing these super fucking lame songs, and I just don't understand it. Not to mention the whole Sadie arc basically says, oh hey, just quit your job, it'll have 0 negative impacts on you, just those around you, but fuck them, am I right? You have it so pressing that Steven is around for the most generic and boring changes to unimportant townies, but you keep him out of the action with Lars? No one is allowed to grow or change without Steven being there, which is just fucking stupid. Especially because Steven clearly has a bad judge in character when he keeps around people that have tried to murder him, are racist, murder his friends, or are just murderers because he thinks all of them deserve a second chance, but God forbid you make a pass at a girl or act like a regular teenage boy because at that point, it's over. I swear this show is more focused on setting up for townie shenanigans than it is focused on setting up the world lore or action. The townie stuff is so plentiful that it sucks up any interesting arcs to be resolved in 1 episode, like Garnet having anxiety about being a leader. Garnet basically has less focused episodes than Sadie. Also, what happened to the crystal gems fighting monsters? Plus, this series, it isn't that professional. As an animator, I understand shit like smears and going off model is fine, but there needs to be some semblance of professionalism. The creators formulate crutches saying if a character is recognizable, then it's on model, which is stupid, because that means something like this is on model. They further it by saying that even if their heights change, they still keep some parts true, like X must be smaller than Y, but then, whoops! Literally in the episode Pool Hopping, there is a montage of Steven and Garnet passing out pizzas, and every shot, Steven is a different size. That's not on model, that's not stylistic choices, that's lazy. Look at Adventure Time, another simplistic styled show, and they go off model for comedic effect, not for every fucking shot. I know it's different storyboarders having different styles for the most part, but come on! Especially considering a lot of these inconsistencies are happening in the same episode, meaning it's the same borders. Hell, in this shot they clearly just scaled up an already drawn townie. That's just dumb. And from yet another standpoint, there are so many homages to anime that it just kind of dampens the original part because you start to think, well, fuck, did they actually make this, or is this just another ripoff of some super early anime? Plus, the fandom. Now okay, in almost anything, the fandom is always the worst, because fandom no longer just means fans of the show. It means groups of people that have no identity of their own, so they latch onto something popular in order to feel cool. But because of this, when the show is attacked, they're attacked, which is silly. I love Mega Man, but when someone tells me the games suck and the new series is gonna suck, I politely say, fuck you, your taste is shit, and then I move on with my life. The Steven Universe fandom, I think, might actually be the worst out there. Sure, Sonic and Pony shit is cringy as hell, but it's not really dangerous. Rick and Morty fans are a very close second with their inflated ego and lack of awareness, but the Steven Universe fandom is just hostile. Heck, multiple people have been viciously harassed and threatened for either drawing a character too thin or too light, which is ridiculous, because according to the crew, since you can tell it's a character, they're canonically on model. But props to them for at least not falling into the drama or trolls. But I digress. It does fall on its face sometimes when it tries to preach, but it does at the very least attempt to teach some valuable lessons and speak up for people who are normally afraid of being heard, which I always love to see in a cartoon that's main target is a younger audience. It resonates with artistic types for those reasons, as some of the issues tackled are ones that people with anxiety and depression often face. The show does have an interesting lore when it gets into it, and the aesthetics can be wonderful. The whole jailbreak arc was fantastic, and I keep hoping that something like that'll happen again. If nothing else, the soundtrack is amazing. When you stick to the lyricless tracks, that is. Plus, it's good to see more cartoons that can stray from hitting the status quo. As I mentioned, I think Steven Universe could be a really good show, and if it had a regular weekly schedule upload, yeah, the fillers wouldn't be as pressing. What I mainly feel it needs to do is, one, kind of crack down on the borders a little bit, and also have some episodes focused on other characters without Steven being there. Have an episode of Lars in Space with the Off-Colors on one of their missions they apparently keep going on, or maybe have some deeper episode where you focus on Lapis alone in Space Barn or something. And it's gotten a little better at it, but please, just have Steven ask questions. Hey Garnet, why do you guys keep saying Mom's sword shattered pink diamond when Bismuth outright said it can't?